Ladies and gentlemen, I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Toucher.
Yes, I finally shaved my nuts.
And Hardy.
Who, me?
Just hanging around.
On 98.5.
Fingerman. Heard about you.
Yeah.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
That's gross.
Not a great cook, but I do cook.
When I asked him about the sides.
Kick them in the balls.
I don't care about it, but it's not good behavior.
Blaze Bailey is omitted.
Toucher and Hardy.
We're the best friends it can be, my buddy and me.
On 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Let's go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy. Town Fair Tire Studios, 617-779-0985. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. A big show on the way today, including talk of the big sonic boom that occurred on, what was that, Saturday? The big sonic boom? Or Friday? Or?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, the big sonic boom, which I think we all heard. It sounded like a gunshot. So we can get into that. But first, the two gentlemen that are with me in studio will be appearing at the same place in much different roles today.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hardy's belongs to a country club where he plays 7 days a week. And
not true.
5.
Not true. Twice a week.
Oh.
Back-to-back days, yesterday and today.
Well, yeah, but today is like a special event.
That's true.
So Hardy will be participating in an event today as someone who's playing, while John will be the workaday MC of it.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser for the Jimmy Fund called Driving Towards a Cure. It's my 4th year of doing it. And usually we play at Granite Links.
Well, you're not playing anywhere.
I am playing in it.
Oh.
In lieu of payment. You see, John isn't one of these guys who comes in, these people who are very charitable. Some of them in our very industry, Fred. Some of them who, seemingly give of their time and expertise in hosting events and auctions, actually get paid for doing those things. John's not getting paid.
No.
In lieu of payment, he will play golf today.
Oh, so he's taking up a spot that could have been paid for.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is.
So
being
they're
paid.
paying him twice, really.
Yeah. So they are paying him.
Yeah, and I would assume these foursomes are not cheap for this event.
I don't know. I actually don't know how much a foursome is.
Of course he doesn't. What does he have to know? He didn't have to pay.
Well, neither does Hardy. So we're both playing for free.
My foursome was paid for by my friend who asked me if I wanted to play with him.
But the point is, you are not paying.
Well, no, but his foursome is paid for.
Yes, that's true. It is.
Yours is not.
I will be donating something there on site. At the very least, I'll do some ghost bidding in live auction. Are you hosting a live auction?
No, it's a silent auction. There will be a period of time where we solicit for money for the Jimmy Fund, but not for anything. It's more of a silent auction off to the side.
Okay, so at the very least, I'll go prime the pump on some of those silent auction items. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not going to bid enough to win any of them,
right?
But I'll get the bids going.
That's good.
What's going on in there? I need Nick pulling the audio and George answering the phones.
Something about that seat. Something about that seat. Phones mystify that person.
Right.
Why are you so afraid to take those calls live and just put them on screen? Why are you such a baby? Anyone who calls in, you
just amazing.
Straight to the airwaves.
We originally thought the problem was Adolfo, but it isn't. It's whoever sits in that seat.
Yeah, Bird, Adolfo.
All of them.
Because I can see Nick's going through YouTube, or not Nick. I can see that George is going through YouTube, but I need George answering the phones.
Oh, man.
Because Nick should be going through
George,
YouTube.
you have to understand the screen faces Fred. He can see what it is you're doing.
It's not the screen. It's the phone faces me. And even if I don't take the phone call, I just need to know that something's there, you know? But nonetheless, well, John, it sounds like they've given you. So what do? You just talk before it and then you talk after
what do you
it?
do? What do you? If you're not hosting a live auction, what do you do?
It's more or less being a traffic cop, introducing cancer survivors to speak to the room, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's not.
Back off.
Back off, buddy.
Well, did that sound too pompous? I apologize.
Not pompous. It's like, let's end the discussion. I'm introducing cancer survivors. Now you can't make fun of me anymore.
You can do whatever you want.
You could have said introducing speakers. You didn't have to say cancer survivors.
Oh,
and that automatically gives you this, cloak of invincibility.
As I always have. No, you asked. That's my role for today. More getting people on and off stage.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was fun while it lasted. Now there's nothing to say. Because now it's going to be like, you're making fun of cancer survivors.
That's
and no
correct.
one needs that. All right. Well, so much for that. Manny, go ahead. How was it? Thank you for letting the phone ring over and over and over again before George answered.
Hey, good morning. I got a question specifically for Hardy. Hardy, a couple weeks ago, because you like golf, Saturdays ago, Michael Hurley made a statement. I guess he loves golf so much. He said he plays golf that it's so cold outside that he brings a drill bit and a drill to drill a hole into the ground to put his tee on. Do you do that, or is he just talking radio?
I mean, I guess if you're on a golf course that will allow you to play when the ground is frozen, then
that's what he said. Him and his friends.
Yeah,
play golf when it's so cold. They bring a drill. Well, that's exaggeration. I thought it was just radio talk.
No, I've never heard of someone doing that. I guess I wouldn't immediately call him a liar, but it's also one of the top 5 dumbest things I've ever heard of. Why would you want to play on frozen ground when it's so cold you need a drill to put a tee in the ground?
I don't think he was like he booked a tee time. If he's actually doing that, he booked a tee time and they went like have at it. That, like you said, I don't know what course would be open when the ground was so frozen that you couldn't put a tee into it. That seems like drilling into the ground in the tee box would be not great for the repair of the course over the off season.
The main reason why courses close, it's not because of like snow or weather. It's really, really bad for the grass. If you're walking all over your grass when it's frozen in the winter, like I have to with my dog, you see the grass gets killed, literally. And it gets mangled when you're walking on it when it's frozen. So that's why golf courses, I think, don't want you out there when the ground freezes. It's really bad for the grass.
Well, I played golf on Friday for the first time in forever.
Oh, how'd your day go with Bob?
I played with the retired Bob Bronson, and I played. And his whole thing is he wants to move to North Carolina. Like they're going to put their house on the market this summer, and he's got a lot of friends down there. I think one of his kids is down in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So he's doing good. He's got a plan and everything. He's got a wife that he loves and all these things.
He must be really good at golf.
No, he's atrocious. That's the thing.
If he's planning on devoting his retirement life to the game that he loves, and he's going to move geographically to a place where he can play, he must be able to get around. I mean, the first time you played this year, he must have beaten you.
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, boy. Much worse than me.
Well, you don't even like golf, Fred.
No, not as much as Bob. And it was interesting because he talks about golf like a lot. Like he talks about it a lot. I don't know how much he plays, but he talks about it a lot. And like he's got this whole thing, and then he's worse than me.
He must. Well, okay. So you must have played pretty well. Did he like barely break 90? What did he shoot? Like 88, 89?
Well, I played fairly well for not having played in a long time, and I shot 104, and I would guess that Bob shot 170.
Oh, man. Was there a specific problem with him, like off the tee or putting or short game or
what
all
got
of
him
it?
into trouble?
Did he find the water a lot? What happened?
No, there's not a lot of water. Well, he did find the water, which is hard at that course, but he did find the water.
Was he not sinking those 4-footers? Was his bugaboo?
Oh, boy.
Well, if sometimes if you got it within 4 feet, I would just go, that's great. Good for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Like I tried, because I hadn't put a score into the handicapped index for like 4 years. Or 3 years or something. So I was like, okay, if I play, I'm gonna keep actual score, and I'm gonna, put my score in to kind of get a handicap in case I wanted to do anything this year requiring a handicap. So I played like pretty much, I would say 99% by the book.
Yeah.
Like if I missed short putts, I would count it. Mm-hmm. I did give myself a mulligan or two, but I'm not it's not I didn't want to sandbag too much. I hadn't played in a long time, so I shot like 48 on the front nine, which for me is pretty good. That means I'm keeping the ball in play and and getting it around the green on my second shot, things of that nature. Like it's fine for me. Like 104 for me is fine. Like it's I played golf. Do you understand? Like I was able to perform the game of golf.
Getting around the golf course without making a mockery of things.
Right. Like I lost like 3 balls over 18 holes. Like this is, when you don't play very often, this is, when you literally play 3 or 4 times a year, these are the goals.
Yeah.
And so for me, I understand people shoot, I would believe, much better than that. Maybe even 30 strokes better than that. But Bob, a lot of issues all over the place. A lot of, and there was a point where there was a kid, his dad, and the mom, and the kid was not a young man. All clipping at our heels, and I think they might have teed off, and it was just Bob and I, and they might have teed off 20 minutes after us, and they were like catching up because my man Bobby was having some problems.
Yeah.
He didn't like losing balls either, and sometimes you gotta.
Oh, he's one of those that spent 10 minutes looking for it.
No, not 10 minutes, but he one hole. He drilled the drive off the curb in front of the golf path.
Oh boy!
And then we went around, and then I was kind of thinking well, once you do that, doesn't pride tell you? You give it one look, and then you kind of chalk it up to.
Well, you don't even want to find it because you don't want to hit it from wherever it ended up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it just the two of you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys should have flown around the golf course. You should have been able to play in 3 hours.
Well, we ended up playing in 3 hours.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
But there was a time where they started kind of catching us. Not where they had to wait, but where I could see them. Yeah. Finishing a hole while we were on our second shot of the next hole, which isn't, on our heels. But it was I did finally say something like, hey, I don't want to get caught by these people that wouldn't look good.
And that
just
made
for
Bob,
my pride.
That made Bob more nervous, I would imagine.
I don't think Bob was nervous at all, but Bob was, and I were talking, as was the goal of it. I'll play with him again before, he leaves. But, Bob and I were talking, but there would be times where Bob was getting out after he had, gone 30 yards off the tee and was getting out of the cart and continuing what he was saying without going to hit his ball.
Oh, no.
And I didn't want to be, pushing him. But at one point I went, yeah, you got to hit your ball. And you know me, I don't care. I don't care about golf. But my thing was, I was like, this is what I'm going to try. I'm going to try not rushing my shots. I'm going to try to because my problem I've found is that I just don't have patience, and I just kind of don't pay. I don't like take a moment before my shots. Like, and especially as the round goes on, I kind of just rush. So I'm like, I'm not going to rush my shots. Now, I'm not talking about, addressing the ball for like a minute, but I'm talking about like looking where I am,
looking at the yardage, looking where you are, like taking a moment to line up, and
right,
yeah, it doesn't take long. You don't have to take 5 practice swings, but there's you take that literally 10 seconds to focus, and then you can spend the whole rest of the time, chit-chatting and doing whatever else. It's 10 seconds a shot. That's all it is. That's all you got to focus in on.
Yeah, I maybe even did a little bit more than that, but what I did with that was it kept me invested in the round. Like I ended up enjoying myself because I played well enough to play. I know some of you will think 104, and I'm just being honest with you. That's what I shot. But for me, that after I've obviously shot better than that in my life, more than a few times, but that was when I was playing a lot. I was but Bob was not good. He's all over the place. He's a delightful guy, and I like him very much, but did you check out those pickleball courts over at your club? I know you're not there a lot. I mean, were they in use? Or people out there? There were 2 guys playing tennis in their tennis whites. We have to. I think they might make you wear whites.
Oh, really?
Okay. Like Wimbledon.
Right. I don't know if they make you wear. I've never played tennis there before, but I have still never been in that indoor facility at that club. Never.
Damn shame.
And I was going to have someone meet me for dinner after Bob and I played, because Bob had to get back to. He lives in Andover. He had to get back to Andover, and I was going to have someone meet me dinner. And I was like, I've been here long enough. I don't want to have dinner here too. No, that's a long time. Yeah, like I don't need to be here that long. I went down on Saturday. Fred, you can probably relate to this. I was at a Christmas party just this past December and met a few guys who play pickleball. So I started playing pickleball with these guys. You do things like this. Meet someone at a Christmas party and then start meeting up with them for activities and social things. Yeah, I'm really good at it. I'm so good at like making plans and making connections. Yes, I can relate completely. Okay, so I only knew the one guy whose house the party was at, but the other 3 or 4 of us, we all just met and we're like, yeah, let's get together and, let's be pickle pals. So a few times we've met up and we met at 11-0. Which is the indoor pickleball place down in Foxborough. It's really nice, okay? Nice spot. And they had booked a court. Originally, they're going to book a court for 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, which I would have done, but they said, no, 9. I'm like, oh, that's better. I can actually get up and, wake up a little bit and get down there. So I show up. There's 5 of us to play on Saturday morning. And we start playing, and it's... you just rotate one guy. So it's you play 4 games, sit 1. Play 4 games, sit 1. We're like 53 minutes in. I'm looking up at the clock. I'm like, oh, we got time for 1 more. And the guy said, oh, no, we've got it for 2 hours. Oof. I said, oh, God. Whoa. Now, these guys are all like about my age, maybe a little bit younger. I'm thinking, I haven't played much in the last month. Since golf started, I haven't been playing pickleball. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's play another hour. We can do that. And by the end of it, I was, thank God it's done after 2 hours. And, oh, by the way, going in, weather was pretty nice on Saturday morning. Yeah. Leaving there, not good. Holy crap. Yep. I couldn't believe it. And, well, we all know what happened with the rest of the day. It stayed like that. Mm-hmm. But, at least that was only 2 hours, and there was no talk of getting together for dinner or lunch afterward. I think we all wanted to go home. Well, I was sore after I played golf because I was not used to being in the crouching position. Like I was not used to being in a squat position. So not even from your squatty potty? The squatty potty, a whole different muscle group. Okay. I stand on my hands. And then I fold over. That squatty potty is the strangest
piece of exercise equipment I've ever bought. I don't get it.
No.
I don't think it's doing anything.
Well, it opens your butt cheeks, apparently. And that's all that really matters. All right. We will be back in just a moment. We can go over everything that happened last night.
Why do people listen to Toucher and Hardy?
Because it's a thing.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
No idea what you're talking about.
Here's more of The Thing on the Sports Hub.
Did you catch a game last night?
Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. What happened last night's brought to you by Leonard Transplant Associates, where your hair doesn't have to be a game of what happened. So change your lettuce and change your life with Dr. Matthew Lepresti at 1-800-GET-HAIR. Hardy, what is going on, if I may ask?
Well, I don't want to pile on here because I know there's a lot going on in that back room today with, the Adam 12 being gone and stuff. But in terms of like what happened last night, the Charles Schwab yesterday, guys, it went into a sudden death. I mean, we should have highlights from the final round for at least 3 or 4 of the players, not to mention each shot in the one hole of sudden death. I had kind of planned on leading with that, but
I wish you were in a sudden death tournament where there was no sport. It was just death.
Russell Henley ended up winning by making birdie on the first hole of sudden death over Eric Cole. So I guess we'll just skip the highlights.
Is Eric Cole one of those guys we talked to with the Travelers last year?
The Charles Schwab challenge. Is he?
I don't know. Do we have Eric Cole on? I seem to remember we had Eric Cole on.
We did talk to Eric Cole last year. Mm-hmm. Look at Wallach
at
paying
the Travelers.
Attention.
Yeah.
This is what his brain does when it's not coming up with ideas.
He remembers random PGA Tour players. Mm-hmm. That was he was like the one guy we got.
Very small, waifish gentleman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was adorable. He was a cutie.
Okay.
You remember? Wayfish is a good way to describe him.
Yeah, Hardy was all over him. He was undressing him with his eyes.
I know. I had to back up a little bit.
Yeah, made it into sudden death yesterday. That was fun. He was the leader in the clubhouse for a time, but then Russell Henley birdies his last 3 holes and then birdies the first hole of sudden death. Congratulations, Russell. All right, Red Sox, fine. Well, let's go to the whoever the hell they were playing. The Cleveland
Guardians.
Thank you.
Swinging a high deep drive. He cranks this one. That is way out of here. Another one for Duran. What a month of May. It should never end for him. That's his 10th home run of the season. 9 of them this month. 1-0 Red Sox.
That was a nice way for Duran to finish off the month, as the Red Sox have found themselves in a rubber match yesterday with the Guardians, and he had...
Yeah, rubber match. I remember when Roddy Piper went off against Jimmy Superfly Snuka in a rubber match. Who would dominate who? They both wore latex.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they would use chains and whips. Master my eye, I'm winning the rubber match.
Big shot there from Duran to get the scoring going, but that's not how the Red Sox have been scoring a lot of their runs lately. This is more of an RBI single type of team, and Wilyer Abreu says, oh yeah, this is who we are.
A little blooper into left field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Another run will score. Wong is in. Throw to third. Not in time. On to second. Diving play. Got him.
Oh, that's not good.
That is exactly the Red Sox in a nutshell right there.
I call those Dom DeLuise's bloopers. Thank you, Hardy. Because the end of Cannonball...
I call those cannonball runs.
I call those cannonball runs, baby, because during the ending credits, that's all you're getting.
You got to get slapped in the face, too. That's important.
Well, yeah, they verged on mean. If anyone knows what we're talking about at the end of the cannonball runs, they would have a supercut of bloopers, and it generally was just Dom DeLuise making Burt Reynolds laughed, but sometimes it would be Burt Reynolds making himself laugh by abusing Dom DeLuise.
Like pulling way back and smacking him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the...
He's like whack.
Is that your Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, I didn't say I could do it. I just that's it.
Yeah, should go.
Like Norm Macdonald did it. I'm not trying to upstage that.
Did we? We had the blooper reel conversation like a week or two ago, and we were trying to determine whether or not Cannonball Run was the first movie to do it. I went back and looked. It was the one thing I saw said no. It was the Peter Sellers movie Being There, which I think everyone. If you ever take a film class, you have to watch Being There. Have you ever seen it, Fred?
No, my problem is that everything that you ever read that features Peter Sellers is what a despicable human being he was.
No, I haven't read any of that.
Oh,
was he not a good guy?
Oh, like a terrible guy. Like, and I obviously have never read like a Peter Sellers thing. It's like anytime he's ever even loosely mentioned in anything, it's just how he's the worst. Like just the worst guy. And then when you hear that, you go, well, this is the way I think is like, I'm like, okay, he's the worst guy in the world. You know, people say he's extremely talented, but like when I hear you're the worst guy in the world, like I expect you to be like De Niro, like, you know, like the greatest. And then when I see it and it's not the greatest, then I'm like,
yeah,
Peter Sellers. Yeah. So no, that's all. I know more about him as a human being than I do anything that he's done. I'm not sure I've ever seen an entire Peter Sellers movie. I know people love him.
Oh yeah.
But no.
All right. So more RBI singles from the Red Sox. Hey, we'll take them.
Line drive and a base hit of the leaping Bazzana. 1 run in. Here comes Duran to score. And the Red Sox have the lead. Masa Yoshida kind of redeeming himself after losing the ball in the sky earlier.
Yeah. That's the reason he's not in the field.
Okay, so I, unlike some people, I mean, I think it's fantastic. I mean, score 9 runs. I don't care how you score them. In fact, I told you guys, selfishly, I would prefer not hitting a lot of home runs and striking out a lot. I think it's much more fun when teams put the ball in play, which I would assume everyone would, but apparently that's not the case according to what Major League Baseball wants. But isn't Driveline like about hitting home runs or no?
All I know is it's about swing path. Now, whether that's the angle degree is up, I know that was a point of emphasis for a while.
I thought Driveline was just about consistent contact, like hard contact, and they didn't have to be home runs.
Okay, that might be the case. I just know that Jim Rice, when he was allegedly told to get off the field, Rice was giving a flat swing path or a more flat than they wanted swing path, which to me would say it was to hit line drives.
Yeah.
And they didn't want him teaching that. So, because John is correct, everything that they've been teaching is they want you to elevate the ball. They don't want, and it makes sense for some reasons, like, you know, now that infields are playing up the middle, like it's very, I know you can't cross second base, I'm aware, but you can get very close. So, you know, those base hits up the middle are no longer really a thing, but everything they had been teaching in the major leagues was like almost an uppercut swing. I know it's not technically an uppercut swing, but was to elevate the ball and try to hit home runs. So if Driveline is indeed teaching this style of baseball, then I will give Driveline credit because, you know, they're at least embracing it. I don't think that was the plan going in. My thing with the Red Sox is this, and they scored 9 runs, and that's great, and I don't give a S if you hit 0 home runs. If you score 9 runs, you score 6 runs. Who cares? But, again, if the whole modus operandi is teaching a certain way of playing baseball, and then they had to pivot in the middle of the year then the way that they've decided to play baseball doesn't work. Anything you have to pivot off of, you're not buttoned down anymore. That's all I'm saying.
That was the rumor surrounding Caleb Durbin, who has had a very good week after just a terrible season. Apparently, he met with other guys who looked at his swing and changed it, and it was a whole thing a few days ago.
We talked to Karen about that, is that that Durbin they had screwed around with and that it had ruined him. So, and whatever all I know is this, is if you have this one uniform way of doing things, in that this is the way we are going to teach guys to hit, this is the way that these are the qualities in hitters that we're going to look for. It is all beyond any kind of fail rate. Like we have it all buttoned down. You don't understand. We have it. It's all been through computers, and it is all. It's here, and this is how you win baseball. And then it doesn't work, and you have to pivot halfway through the season. That's a human decision. That's getting rid of everything. Now, if the Red Sox go on and win, 100 games, that's a credit to the Red Sox, but a credit to a human decision. It's not. Then you are pivoting from the whole analysis and way you do things. So the way you do things, then by definition, doesn't work. This is just what I'm interested with them. Like, again, if we want this type of player, we want to teach him this way. Well, that doesn't work. You can't do that anymore. That's all.
Proof is in the record. It's not
the
working.
Whole point is that if everything is analytics and everything is, you don't understand the success rate of this is 68.2%. Well, it's not 68.2%.
And once you give it a big enough sample size, if it's not matching those numbers, then it doesn't work.
Right. And so if you had like an Earl Weaver type who was just like, I look for guys with piss and vinegar, and then then you're like, okay, well, vinegar? What you making, douches?
Cocktails.
All right, very
you
good.
mentioned Durbin.
And a shot. That's fair down the line. Red Sox keep on swinging. Yoshida is in to score. Kiner Falefa rounding. He's going to score two. No throw home. All the way down to third. Durbin.
Yeah.
Hits in his last 4 games.
You heard
raised his average to 183.
You heard Falafel score in there, and he had a couple of hits in the game. So there you go.
How bad was the lineup yesterday? Falafel hit 5th. Durbin hit 6th. That's how bad it was, because Rafaela and Contreras did not play yesterday. Those are 2 of your top 4. This lineup over the last month has been kind of like a little league lineup where you stack all your best hitters at the top to make sure they get most of the at-bats or more at-bats than anybody else. That's what it's been like. And they sat 2 of their top 4. Contreras, their cleanup hitter.
I know.
So Yoshida was your cleanup hitter. I think he has 2 home runs this season. That's what it looked like. Hey, they scored 9 runs, so it worked.
I saw the lineup and some of the stuff. I'm like, oh, Wong was catching yesterday. No, he's your DH yesterday.
That has to be a record. They started all 3 catchers.
Oh, yeah, that it might be a record.
I can't ever remember that happening for another Major League Baseball team ever.
That's actually a great point. That actually might be the case.
3 catchers in the lineup for the Red Sox yesterday, one of whom played first.
I wonder if I got a lawsuit on my hands. Looking at the box score, R. Suarez started the whole affair.
No. Oh, yeah. No. Forgot about that, yeah.
Rocky Suarez had to go undercover as a left-handed light thrower.
Lost a little bit of the fastball. Now I had to work a little harder at things.
Yeah, but there was a lot of distraction up there with those 2 big melons.
So the Red Sox end up scoring 9 runs yesterday in the 9-4 win over the Guardians. And next up, they will play the Orioles tomorrow. First of 3? Sure.
All right. Well, 2 very disappointing teams there. All right. So we will be back in just a moment with more of what happened last night. Here are the headlines.
You've been aggravated since we turned the mics on.
I don't know what it is. I don't have time to think about that right now.
Roger and Hardy.
It's ridiculous.
The Sports Hub.
Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. Hardy, what is going on besides the Red Sox?
Made a big Game 7 on Saturday night. Did you watch the Spurs and Oklahoma City Thunder there? I know, John. John's over there nodding. Yes, John. I know you watched basketball on Saturday.
No, I did not. I went out. I actually went out. I was doing things around town.
Really good game. I enjoyed watching that one. I did not enjoy watching Chet Holmgren. I was unaware that he played. As I was watching it until
man's 7 feet, very tough to disappear for 7 feet.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. The no show by Chet Holmgren. He was asked about what he can learn and what he can take away from the loss.
It hurts a lot more, stings a lot more when it culminates in the loss, obviously. So there's no kind of running some improvement. I always...
Okay, he's a man struggling to speak after he's shell-shocked coming off the court. How many shots did he attempt in the second half, John?
I think 1. He had 2 for the game, 4 points, 4 rebounds in 33 minutes, and it was really striking that whenever he got the ball and turned and saw Victor Wembanyama, he immediately passed back out of there, didn't attack the basket at all. Again, he's 7 feet tall. Then he was scared. There's no other adjective to put on that. He was scared in Game 7.
Wanted nothing to do with that moment. And it was a really good game in that the Spurs took the early lead. The Thunder went on an incredible second quarter run, but the Spurs got the lead back and really asserted themselves. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a fantastic game, but it wasn't enough. And now we are lined up for a Knicks Spurs NBA final, and watching the Spurs, I know these two teams got beat up, and I know that the Spurs are still dealing with some injuries, but watching Wembanyama and watching the way he got assistance, especially in the third and fourth quarter of that game, it's tough for me to pick against them right now with any team. And yes, the Knicks are included in that. I don't know how you look at those two games. And
right.
you see nationally a lot of the same sentiment. It's like, it's a great story for the Knicks and even the Knicks fans. And we've talked about it, how the national media seems to be, this big collection of Knicks fans. Even they are having trouble picking the Knicks in this series right now.
Well, everyone had Oklahoma City in this last series. And, even in the Game 7 in Oklahoma City, it wasn't San Antonio's time. They still had Wembanyama needs another year or two before they make that next step. So I think the NBA's got to be very, very pleased with what's going on because, you have the Knicks, obviously, which is a huge deal. And then you have most likely the new face of the NBA, even though he's very tall. And that is generally not the face of the NBA is usually not a kid this tall. But nonetheless, this is going to be if the NBA is going to get high ratings, this is going to be the finals that does it.
They split during the regular season, but the get-in price for Game 3 continues to fascinate me for Madison Square Garden. The price has gone up again. It's now over $4,000. This is for the back row of the upper bowl. Over $4,000 for one ticket to Game 3. I can't get over that. I understand with New York it's a little different. You're not paying just for the game, but you're paying to be seen and prove that you're at this event.
Not in the 300 level.
No. You're paying to be seen in the front row. Not even in the second row. You paid to be seen in the front row. You're what you're saying, I guess, is you're paying just to say that you were there.
Yes, to be part of the scene.
Right, but don't have any kind of idea that you're part of any scene when you're in the upper deck.
Now, I was talking with my dad yesterday. My dad's been a Knicks fan forever, and he was saying it's actually cheaper to get on a fly to San Antonio, stay in a luxury hotel, and pay for a seat in the upper bowl to go to one of the Spurs games.
It was strangely not very cheap to go to San Antonio either. And I don't know if that's because the Knicks are in town. I mean, San Antonio is obviously a good basketball city. They don't have anything else, and they've have a history of being very good. But I saw, just in terms of get-in prices, I understand that floor seats, which I question if they're actually available, again, because the Knicks seem to handle those things, in a way that it's like what is it called, a caste system, where it's based on your worth to the world in their eyes that you get this. And I also would imagine that if you buy season tickets on the Florida Knicks games, there has to be a pretty strict resale situation when it comes to playoff games. Like, I don't know if they just let you willy-nilly go around and resell those tickets. I don't know if that's just a guess of mine, is that if you pay whatever, $300,000 a ticket, $400,000 a ticket to sit courtside all year for the Knicks, that they just let you turn around and resell them whenever you want. But what do I know? Because what if you sold them to a total maniac? Like, what if you sold them to like a convicted? I'm not joking around. Like someone like on the Epstein list that was like, and then the whole talk of Madison Square Garden during that game is there's this like guy that was like on the Epstein list that's sitting there.
That's it's an interesting proposition, because let's say you get a sweetheart deal. Let's say you're Spike Lee and you've been doing it for years, and they're charging him $5,000 a ticket for 41 games, right? Mm-hmm. That's a couple $100,000. Mm-hmm. Even Spike Lee, with all of his money and accolades, has to think to himself, I could pay for my, season ticket package for next year if I sell my ticket for one game. One game.
Yeah.
But you're right, Fred. There's got to be some stipulation. It's like, hey, you can't do that.
Well, that there are places where you can't buy tickets if you're from certain markets. Like they do that on secondary markets. And if they can do that, then I'm not positive. I just would find it very hard to believe that if you have, again, these are, the most coveted tickets in sports, courtside to Knicks games. It's become bigger than in LA. Like, LA doesn't have that kind of thing going anymore. This is it. It's courtside at Knicks games. Timothée Chalamet. You know who's there. And I'm not saying these are the biggest stars in the world, but you just know who's there. Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan, Tina Fey, Timothée Chalamet with his Kardashian lady.
Eddie Trump.
Well, yeah, but Eddie goes incognito, blackface.
Afro wig.
Yeah. Real soul man situation. Oh, he's going to be so pissed you're saying he's there. He goes as Tracy Morgan's friend.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander understandably upset.
It was a failure. Like, I failed at my goal. Like, I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve. But through my experiences, I learned the most about myself and how to make the greatest amount of increases I have in my career.
So he learned a lot. Back-to-back MVP. I don't know that he got better this year. He was pretty good to begin with.
Yeah. It's his favorite season. You know what he said after that? He goes, "This has been my favorite season."
I was thinking about that. I wonder if he's going to start going on Twitch every day now.
Just real quick, and then we'll break. I actually want to talk about that real quick. Just Celtics fans that are like, super Jaylen Brown didn't do anything. What if Shea Gilgeous-Alexander just said, hey, in retrospect, it's my favorite season that we've ever had. And by the way, they made it to the finals, Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, if he just went right there, like,
they didn't blow a 3-1 lead in the opening round.
No, no, they were a favorite in this series, but I don't know if anyone was like, going like, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened in basketball that San Antonio won. And again, they did make it to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Just for comparison's sake, what if you heard him on Sunday, yesterday, he went on a live stream and said that was his favorite season. I mean, you would go, huh? But for some reason, some of you Celtics fans, when it's Jaylen Brown, it's no big deal. You know, when it's Mike Vrabel, it's no big deal. When it's Bill Belichick, it's no big deal. When it's your guys, it's no big deal.
Correct.
You don't or you don't care. Who cares?
Yeah. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, no one cares. No, you love the team so much and are such a child that you can't. Like you want to wish everything away.
You will overlook anything that could possibly have a negative connotation and say, no, I don't care about that. I care desperately about everything else unless it's even just got the hint of impropriety, and then no one cares. No one cares.
Right.
I don't. Not only do I not care, no one cares.
Right. Yeah, this is all.
No one I know cares.
I'm above all of this because all I like to do is spend every night of my life watching people play sports. All right.
But this does not interest me.
But this does not interest me. For it does not reflect positively on what I use as my identity.
My sole existence.
Exactly.
Sole reason for being.
All right. We'll be back in just a moment. When we come back, 2 words, Scott Baio.